Hello everyone, and welcome to our webinar on efficient communications. Today, we're going to present the importance of communications in security, showcasing how you can enhance your security system with Sipelia, our communications management system. Before we dive into the presentation, I want to take some time to introduce today's speakers. My name is Nicolas Curotte. I'm the product marketing specialist for the Video, Audio, and Appliances Group. And joining me today is Anthony Fiocelli, product marketing analyst specializing in video and communications. And we also have some people in the background there to look over the chat if ever you have any questions during the presentation. So on that note, if anything pops up and you have a question, feel free to add them in the chat. We'll have some people there to answer those questions. So Anthony, how do you feel?
Feeling good yourself?
Pretty good. Ready for the webinar?
I am. Let's get right into it.
All right, let's get started. So when we dive in, the first thing I want to talk about is a widespread challenge, and that is siloed communications. This is a challenge that we can see in many different scenarios. You can think of at work with departmentalization, causing communication issues when working on projects with various different departments. But if we apply this world concept to the realm of security, what we often see, more especially for smaller deployments, is that these types of deployments lack or they're limited in terms of their communication options and what they can do. And this is generally due to the fact that these types of deployments are trying to strive for efficiency with fewer resources and fewer personnel. It's also important to mention that in these types of deployments, there's usually isolated communication channels between leadership and field security workers. And that means that field security workers don't have the right resources, information, or the sufficient empowerment to take the right action and get the job done. But silo communications not only affects smaller deployments, it also affects larger, more extensive security deployments. Large security teams need cohesiveness due to the diverse counterparts working towards a common goal of protecting people and assets. And with large security teams, they often deal with issues and threats that span across multiple departments and areas. And in order to address these threats and issues, it's important to have collaboration and an efficient communication system in play so that security teams can work together and respond accordingly and quickly. Now, with that in mind, it's also important to consider time. Time is crucial in operations and in security, and it's important to recognize and mitigate the risks associated with slow response times, which are generally caused by a lack of collaboration and communication. So, Anthony, with that in mind, why don't you talk to us a bit about the importance of communication and what Sipelia is all about?
For sure. Thank you, Nick. So I'll be explaining how applying this principle is crucial for fostering enhanced collaboration and faster response times in a security environment. Communicating during a critical solution is paramount, so why make it an afterthought, right? At Genetec, we emphasize viewing security communications as integral to any building equipped with access control or video capabilities, facilitating enhanced collaboration within security teams. Whether it's requesting help on the move, reporting emergencies, or triggering public announcements, effective communication is crucial for security. This prompts the question, what are you missing out on by not having communication capabilities? Well, let's find out by exploring what Security Center Sipelia, our communications management system, can do for you. Security Center Sipelia centralizes SIP-based communications across your organization, elevating awareness by unifying calls with the rest of your security system. It allows you to complement your video, access control, and intrusion systems with unified communications. Sipelia allows you to tap into your entire communication infrastructure, offering broad device compatibility and facilitating communication management and reporting within your Security Center system, all accessible through a unified interface. Now, what makes Sipelia unique? Well, firstly, it's a complete solution enabling users to initiate calls to operators, external collaborators, or ring groups across any platform or task. Next, it ensures secure communications safeguarded over your network through the latest standards and protocols. It offers an intuitive interface with the familiar feel of your Security Center platform, eliminating the extra need for training. And lastly, it's an open platform, right? So that is partner agnostic, accommodating a diverse range of audio devices, SIP trunks, and intercoms, giving you the flexibility to choose cutting-edge technology aligned with your organization's needs. Speaking of intercoms and Sipelia's open architecture, we wanted to quickly highlight a few popular intercom partners that we integrate with. To name a few big ones, we have Axis, 2N, Zenetel, Command, Hanwha, Bosch, and many more. In fact, we actually collaborate with 50 intercom manufacturers, providing extensive compatibility for a diverse range of solutions. Before moving forward, we also want to highlight how seamlessly you can integrate Sipelia with your existing hardware, offering not just a cost-effective, but also a straightforward deployment solution. Sipelia is highly adaptable, ensuring compatibility across multiple manufacturers, allowing you to incorporate preferred intercom models without additional installation expenses.
Yeah, it's pretty interesting, Anthony. I think it's really important to drive the point of open architecture and really the flexibility that we offer with a solution like Sipelia. Now, to drive the features and benefits even further, let's take a look at the kinds of capabilities you would get with a solution like Sipelia. To start off, you can broadcast pre-recorded or text-to-speech messages through PA announcements, for example, and you can do those manually or through dynamic workflows and automation, allowing you to facilitating routine or manual announcements. You can also register SIP phones or other SIP devices directly into Sipelia or easily trunk them into your Office PBX via SIP protocol, utilizing your existing company phone infrastructure. You can also, with Sipelia, create ring groups so that when visitors need assistance and they need an operator to help, they can call the ring group and the local group or the operator can answer. And what's great about the ring groups is that you can also configure fallback options in case the local group or an operator in question can't answer to the visitor at an intercom gate, for example. And as covered before, and as Anthony showed with the open architecture in our vast range of partners, Sipelia safeguards your existing hardware investments by supporting a large amount of devices and SIP trunks, enabling cost savings and maximizing the utility of your current installed hardware. And the solution provides full call management, meaning you can initiate calls to operators, external collaborators, or ring groups directly from your monitoring task, a maps task, or as part of a mission control incident in Security Center. And you can also initiate calls on the go with the Genetec mobile app and the new Sipelia mobile integration. And lastly, Sipelia ensures security of your audio over the network. Cybersecurity is crucial, should never be an afterthought, and Sipelia ensures this for your organization. And with the added functionality, you can also record calls and associate the video associated with these calls so that your operators and your security team has more information and more intelligence during investigations. Now let's take a look at what to expect with using a solution like a traditional voice over IP server or Sipelia. So to start off, with a traditional voice over IP server, it requires dedicated hardware, which limits product compatibility. But in contrast, Sipelia provides an open platform that empowers you to choose from a diverse range of products and the latest and greatest technology. Secondly, traditional voice over IP server hardware demands dedicated rack space, regular updates, and a lot of maintenance and also sometimes redundancy. Sipelia, on the other hand, enables the reuse of existing equipment, streamlining the overall maintenance process for your organization. And lastly, deploying 2 or more voice over IP solutions concurrently introduces complexity and additional costs since you're dealing with different platforms and interfaces that are not meant to work together. But on the other hand, Sipelia offers an integrated voice over IP solution that can be embedded with your video management solutions or your access control systems, delivering a unified experience without the added intricacies that you would get with 2 different voice over IP solutions and you're trying to combine them together. It's just not the greatest way to work. So now that you know the features and benefits, let's take a look at how some of our customers are utilizing Sipelia today to protect the everyday. Starting with Sydney Trains. Sydney Trains stands as one of Australia's largest CCTV deployments They have about 13,000 cameras and 800 help points spread across 300 stations, and it's an extensive security deployment. Now, Sydney Trains wanted to enhance their platform and create long-term value through Sipelia. The Sipelia integration allowed them to replace outdated and labor-intensive intercom systems, improving overall security communications and employee experience. Sipelia provided a unified interface where operators can both visualize video and also answer incoming help point calls, allowing them to speed up response time and improve the overall business activities and customer satisfaction of Sydney Trains organization. Another valued customer that has decided to use the benefits of Security Center and Sipelia is the University of Calgary. So among all the different innovative solutions integrated into their security infrastructure, well, one of them is Sipelia, which plays a central role in fostering effective communication within the overall campus of the University of Calgary. So Sipelia allows their operators to collaborate and coordinate response to incidents. It also allows them to trigger PA announcements and communications over the entire campus, and enhancing the overall operational efficiency of the campus. So with these use cases, features, and benefits in mind, Anthony, why don't you give us a look at the actual software, the actual features, and what we can do with a solution like Sipelia?
For sure, thank you, Nick. So now let's look at more specifically at how Sipelia would be used in more common scenarios. So to begin, let's examine how Sipelia comes into play for managing your system while on the move. Sipelia, in collaboration with Genetec Mobile, our mobile interface for Security Center, empowers field officers. This integration grants them the capability to monitor access control and access their communication management system while on the go. Thanks to the integrations of Sipelia in Genetec Mobile, operators are no longer confined and restricted to their workstations, allowing them to stay connected and responsible while on the move. Consider a scenario involving a workstation operator, as we can see here, or a receptionist responsible for the main front door. If they need to step away momentarily, perhaps to retrieve a package or attend to other duties, and a visitor without a badge rings the intercom, then they can still grant the access using their mobile device even when away from the desk. So this functionality not only provides operators with enhanced flexibility, but also elevates their efficiency and responsiveness. So moving on to the next scenario, we focus on taking action in the field. This particular situation is centered on empowering security teams to respond promptly and address threats by leveraging PA announcements or adjusting threat levels. In this example, a security operator detects an individual attempting an unauthorized entry by forcing an open door open. In response to this critical situation, the operator can promptly take action by initiating a PA announcement using Sipelia, either from their workstation or mobile device. This announcement serves as an alert, notifying the intruder that they are under video surveillance and that law enforcement is on the way. Now looking at cross-team collaboration, in our final scenario, holds significant importance centering on enhancing cross-team collaboration through the utilization of Sipelia. Here, the emphasis is on improving response times and fortifying communication with field officers, ensuring a more efficient and synchronized approach to handling urgent situations. In this scenario, an incident unfolds demanding the combined efforts of a field officer and an SOC operator engaged in a mission control procedure. The procedure is provided by our collaborative incident management solution, being Mission Control. So Sipelia and Mission Control enable seamless collaboration through calls. This means ensuring continuous connectivity between mobile and SOC operators throughout the length of the incident response, ensuring effective coordination. So after these three examples that we saw here, showcasing just a glimpse of the prevalent use cases for Sipelia, it's worth noting that numerous additional applications and possibilities exist for this versatile solution.
Thanks for that, Anthony. So now you may be asking yourselves, why are we talking about Sipelia now? Considering the fact that it's a product that has been out there and released for quite some time now, right? Well, the reason for this is because we've brought a lot of new innovation and capabilities in the recent years, with even more groundbreaking features with our latest major release of Security Center 5.12. So we're thrilled to announce that as of Security Center 5.12, Sipelia is now included in the Security Center installer. This will facilitate the configuration and the overall deployment of Sipelia. And also, as of Security Center 5.11, in our previous major release, we included Sipelia in the base package of Security Center. So with this new release of Security Center 5.12, when you get Security Center, you can immediately access operator-operator calling, whether it's from Security Desk or Genetec Mobile, without the need for additional licenses. And once you're ready to add intercoms and new devices to your security deployment, you can easily do that by adding licenses to your Security Center deployment. And with Sipelia 2.13, and we saw it a bit in the videos from, in the slides from Anthony, we've also brought the new Sipelia integration in Genetec Mobile, allowing operators to collaborate and coordinate response even better on the go by handling calls through their mobile application. So we're bringing a lot of groundbreaking features to our communications management platform. And this is why we wanted to talk to you guys and present to you guys about Sipelia and what it's all about. So wrapping up, and before concluding our overall presentation, we wanted to take a look at today's key takeaways for today's webinar. So firstly, we've stressed the often underappreciated role of communications. Communications is crucial in security operations, yet it's often something that is forgotten. So we've highlighted the importance of an intercom, since an intercom can be as important as a video camera or an access control door. So with that importance in mind, we've also presented a unified interface, a unified solution that you can integrate with your access control and your video solution, and that is Sipelia. Sipelia allows your organization to gain more efficiency gains in terms of reducing response times, increasing collaboration and coordination, but also saving on a lot of costs due to its open platform and the ability to utilize your existing hardware. And finally, we saw that with the latest release of Security Center 5.12, activating Sipelia and incorporating communications into your everyday and into your security deployment is now easier than ever. So on that note, we encourage you to explore Sipelia, which is now included in the new Security Center release, and witness the advantages of unified communications in your security operations. On that note, we want to thank you all for your time. Thank you for joining this webinar, and we're now going to open up the floor for questions and answers. Thank you.